about the state of Assam as well, because a different picture there was playing out. Locals took the matters in their own hands in the Golpara district, where they demolished a madrasa, alleging that the building was being used by 2 Bangladeshi nationals for terror activities. Now, this is the 4th such madrasa that has been raised in the last 1 month. At least 7 madrasa terror modules, that being said, by the investigative agencies have been busted in the state of Assam in the last 4 to 5 months. But the Congress party, on the other hand, the opposition, has shot off a letter to the minority panel alleging that the demolition of these madrasas is illegal, but it also deviates and deflects when asked about the madrasa fund report.
फंडिंग अगर आ रही है और उसका मिसयूज हो रहा है तो भारत सरकार की एजेंसीज क्या कर रही हैं? और ये जांच एक बृहत्तर रूप से सभी के लिए हो। मदरसे तो शिक्षा के मंदिर हैं, डोनेशंस जारी हैं, सारी जांच के दायरे में आनी चाहिए। सारी एनजीओज को आप जांच के दायरे में लाइए और उसके बाद एक सम्यक और संवैधानिक कार्रवाई कीजिए। सिर्फ वोट लेने के लिए खबरें मत बनाइए, ये खतरनाक है।
एनसीपीसीआर को अपनी क्रेडिबिलिटी बना के रखना चाहिए। हमारा ये कहना है कि कोई भी कमीशन जब कोई फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमेटी का रिपोर्ट बनाता है, उसका पहला शर्त होता है साइंटिफिक टेम्पर पे उसको नापना कि आपके पास फैक्ट क्या है। सरकार की हैसियत नहीं है कि वो भारत के लोगों को पढ़ा सके। सरकार टोटल ध्रुवीकरण, पोलराइजेशन का काम करना चाहती है। और आपको ये लगता है कि मुसलमान आपके जूते की नोक पर हैं, तो हम कह रहे हैं अगर वहां पे समस्या आपको है, यौन शोषण होता है, पूरे प्रदेश के स्कूलों को नोटिस क्यों नहीं दी गई? बीजेपी तो खुद इसका एक हिस्सा है।
Let me straight away go across to Aishwarya this morning. Good morning to you, Aishwarya. What exactly is coming out of this NCPCR report, especially when it comes to funds coming through secret sources?
There have been many questions that are now arised after this report that we have accessed. Now, it clearly states that at around 10,000 crore rupees come through donations all across the country in the madrasas, and 50% of it comes from a secret donation. Now, this secret donation is from unnamed accounts. This comes from abroad. This comes from the Indian territory, and they have no records to it, because it has been also said in the earlier NCPCR report that while the money and the flow of the money in the madrasas have increased over the years, the basic facilities, including the feeding of children as well as toilets, the education standard has been decreased by 50% in compared to 1966 and 1967. And this particular report states that there have been decrease in all these basic facilities. So there is no education, there is no basic facilities provided to madrasas. Even the NCPCR chairperson went on to say that the syllabus that the students are studying in several madrasas are from the Aurangzeb era, and this is something which is shocking. Now, NCPCR, remember, has recommended that all the states in the country and state governments had to do surveys so that they can find out that whether how many teachers are there in madrasas, how many madrasas are there, what are the basic facilities that they provide. But there is no such report. When Uttar Pradesh government first issued an order, then leaders like Asaduddin Owaisi has opposed it, saying that it's a mini NRC that the UP government has to is trying to do.
So please stay on with us, because we just played out the politics part of it, as there are opposition leaders who are raising a question, even if we talk about the hardliner clerics who are in no mood to give legitimacy to the report, which highlights glaring lapses as well. Listen into the other side.
कोई भी चीज को हमेशा सही करने की और सही है तो और अच्छा करने की हमेशा गुंजाइश रहती है। आपने देखा ना कि आसाम में क्या हुआ है, तो अब वो तरीका अगर इख्तियार किया जाएगा तो वो तो नाजायज होगा, नामुनासिब होगा। चीज को ठीक करना है, खत्म तो नहीं करना।
अब हमें नहीं मालूम कि ये इन्होंने इन्फॉर्मेशन कहाँ से गैदर की है। जनरली आप भी जानते हैं, सैंपल सर्वे के तौर पे चंद मदरसों या चंद जगहों को से इन्फॉर्मेशन गैदर करके रिपोर्ट लोग बना लेते हैं। लिहाजा इस बात को हम मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं कि 50% ही पैसा इस्तेमाल होता है। लिहाजा हम लोग अपने रिसोर्सेज से इन मदरसों को चला रहे हैं, अवामी चंदे से चला रहे हैं। लिहाजा बेहतर यही है कि इन मदरसों के साथ कोई छेड़छाड़ ना की जाए तो बेहतर है।
मुख्य डिसीजन यह है कि हम मदरसों के ताल्लुक से जो एक गलत इमेज बनाने की कोशिश की जा रही है उसको दूर करेंगे। हम कंप्लायंसेस के ऊपर पूरी तरह से गवर्नमेंट के साथ हैं, जो कंप्लायंसेस हैं वो होना चाहिए, लेकिन हम उसी के साथ साथ इस बात का भी विरोध करते हैं कि मदरसों को टारगेट करके ऐसा इमेज नहीं बनाना चाहिए कि जैसे कोई मदरसा गलत काम कर रहे हैं।
Let me go back to Aishwarya on this, because Aishwarya, we're looking at a lot of opposition being raised, but the NCPCR report has also recommended that there should be clarity on the use of funds by the madrasas, and has also suggested that the institutions be surveyed.
Well, the earlier NCPCR report also states that just not madrasas but all the minority community educational institutions should have in survey, so that the NCPCR, the Child Right Commission, should have the record and they can approach the government, so that adequate number of funds should be provided to different minority community education institutions, including madrasas. Now, when the Uttar Pradesh government ordered for a survey in madrasas, a lot of opposition political parties, even AIMIM Chief Assaduddin Owaisi, opposed it. You know, in the findings of NCPCR report, it has been categorically stated that while the money has been drastically increased, the basic facilities to the and educational standard have decreased, and feeding of children have also been decreased by 50% in these madrasas. Now, why they are hiding it? From where the secret donation is coming for more than 50% of amount, which is close to 5,000 crore, which is a huge money. Where it is going if not being provided to the basic facilities? We have seen in Assam that there have been terror links with certain madrasas, and therefore it has been demolished. But you know, and therefore the reason perhaps
that is still not been revealed yet in the NCPCR report, but there are damning revelations that are being made on the same. For the moment, Aishwarya, thanks very much for joining in. Let's quickly now shift our focus